Welcome everyone, and thanks for joining me in this live stream. I really do appreciate it. Hope you're having a nice day so far. All right, are you ready for this? Yet again, today we got another announcement out of Social Security, and this one, just like yesterday, pertains to SSDI and SSI beneficiaries. So I'm going to bring you the details about this one here yet again. All right, so first off, I want to point something out really quickly here, which is this. There's been a lot of announcements out of Social Security so far this year, and we're not even that far into the year. Actually, we're about halfway through the year as I host this live stream right now. But this is good. I mean, seriously, the first half of this year so far, they've been coming in, and making some major changes to Social Security. We've seen about 6 or so, give or take a little bit. I'd have to count exactly how many there are. There's maybe 6 or 7 major changes they've already implemented so far this year. And this is good, okay? We got one yesterday. We got another one today that was just announced as well. So anyway, I want to talk through the details about this, let you know exactly what this means for SSDI beneficiaries, SSI beneficiaries, future beneficiaries, and the different changes that they're implementing. So let me point this out really quickly. So the common theme that I've been seeing with some of these changes that they've been announcing out of Social Security over the last, 6 months or so, they've been coming in, making the process more simplified, a lot more efficient, which is really nice as well. Again, like I said in the live stream last night, I said if you applied for SSDI or SSI, honestly, it can be a major headache, right? You file your application, and then you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and you wait. It's a very long time, right? And then maybe, if you're lucky, you get benefits approved and you get the award letter. Otherwise, you get a denial, or you need to file back, paperwork after paperwork, going back and forth, back and forth. It takes months, years. It takes a very long time. It can be a very frustrating process. But what I've been seeing with these changes here, they're trying to simplify the process, make it easier for beneficiaries and people to get benefits, which is really good, rather than jumping through a million different hoops and going through hurdle after hurdle of paperwork and dead ends and all kinds of things. It's just very frustrating. So it's nice to see them coming forward. And by the way, I want to point this out really quickly as well, which is Social Security can make some changes on their own without the congressional process. But generally, when it comes down to changing Social Security benefits, like raising benefits or anything like that, again, anything major like that, it must go through Congress. Social Security can't just come out and be like, we're going to raise benefits by, $500 this month. No, they can't do that, okay? I want to make that very clear. But they can't do that. But they can come in, and obviously they can approve and, they can automatically apply the COLA raise. Again, I'm not talking about the COLA here in this video, but that is something they can automatically do, just like these changes that I'm pointing out here as well. This is great. Okay, so yesterday, by the way, just really quick recap. In that live stream yesterday, I talked about how they were reducing the DOT, right? So the Dictionary of Occupational Titles, right? So they're reducing it by 114 positions that no longer exist. They're obsolete. That's good. So basically what was happening is that people were being denied on their benefits and basically saying, oh, sorry, you can go out and, be one of these other jobs here. And I listed off 5 or 6 of them last night in that live stream. They could say, oh, yeah, you might have this disability, but you can go get this job and, you can work at this position instead, okay? So a lot of people, unfortunately, were being denied for these obsolete positions, okay? Now, that was yesterday. Good stuff. That's great. Makes the process a little bit better and basically gives access to more people. Now, today, we got some more information out of Social Security. And again, this is simplifying the process of basically getting SSDI and or SSI benefits, okay? Now, when it comes down to retirement benefits, this actually doesn't pertain, okay? I just want to make that very clear, okay? We're talking about SSDI and SSI, Social Security Disability Insurance Benefits, and SSI, Supplemental Security Income. Very similar programs, but also very different at the same time. They go out to, essentially people with disabilities and older adults with a very low income and basically no resources, as in basically no savings, okay? People with very low resources and money, okay? Anyway, you know the process, you know all the details about that. I've talked about it many times before in other videos. All right, so today we got more information on how they're going to basically refine the 5-step process. Now, I'm not going to go into all the details of how they go through the application process. Honestly, we'd be here for a very long time if I went through every single detail about that. But just think of it very simply from this manner. They basically have a 5-step process, okay? So they go through this 5-step basically process/checklist to determine somebody's eligibility when they receive an application for SSDI or SSI benefits, right? So they have basically this 5-step checklist, okay? Just think of it that way. It's kind of an easy way to recognize this. But what they're going to be doing here is they're going to be refining step 4. And basically what this does is that it reduces the barriers of going back and looking at past relevant work, okay? Now, here's the interesting thing about this. In order to be eligible for these benefits, or when you apply for these benefits, with the old rule, you had to come in and give 15 years of past relevant work, okay? Can you remember what happened in the last 15 years? I can't remember what happened 2 hours ago. I don't have a clue, right? I'm just saying, what my point is, who's going to remember what happened over the last 15 years, you know? Probably not a whole lot of us. I mean, if you're lucky, you might have a really good, record of what happened, but for the most part, this is really difficult to come up with all the different jobs that somebody has had. And, you worked here, you worked at XYZ company for, this, you started this date and ended this date or whatever. Again, it can be very, very difficult unless you have record of that. It's just very difficult for people to recall that. So the old rule, by the way, this new rule is now in effect. It actually went into effect a few days ago on June 22nd. So it is already in effect, okay? This is already in play, the new rule. And again, this just came out today, announced by Social Security, the final rule, okay? But anyway, so the old rule was, again, 15 years of relevant or past relevant work, okay? Not very realistic for a lot of people, okay? And this also, unfortunately, was denying a lot of people from benefits because they can look back at past relevant work and say, well, it looks like you did this job 7 years ago. You've got a disability now, and you're filing for SSDI or SSI benefits. Why don't you just go back and do this job you were doing 7 years ago, right? Obviously, it's a little bit more complex than that, but that's kind of a basic understanding and a basic explanation of it. So they could go back and deny somebody and say, well, you did this job that many years ago. You can go back and do this based on your past relevant work, right? Make sense? All right, so however, now, starting as of June 22nd, so a few days ago now, okay, so today is beyond June 22nd, but a few days ago, this new rule has gone into effect, the final rule. So here's what they're doing. They're reducing the 15-year past relevant work down to 5 years. Awesome, right? So that's really good. So now basically what they're doing is looking at a 5-year window of past relevant work versus just 15 years, okay? It's a lot better, okay? I think a lot of us can have a better idea of recalling the last 5 years, what we've done as far as occupations and things like that, and that's what they're looking at, okay? So that's really good. And then again, this will actually lead to less denials with SSDI and SSI claims and applications because, if you worked at a job, say, 14 years ago, with the old rule, they could have looked at it and said, well, you did this job 14 years ago. Well, maybe we should re-explore that idea, right? Now, it's just based on 5 years, okay? So this will help a lot with denials of SSDI and SSI benefits. And again, if you watched the live stream last night, if you watched it live or if you watched the replay on that, in the chat box on that live stream, I saw so many comments coming in from many of you here in the community, loyal watchers. Thank you. Really, really appreciate your support. Thanks so much for being here. But yeah, I saw all your messages coming in. People saying, yeah, it took me 6 years, 3 years, 4 years, all these different years to get SSDI or SSI benefits. It takes a very, very long time. In fact, as of right now, average wait time for SSDI benefits is 112 days. That's about 7 months of time. That's the average right now. That's nuts. That's a long time just to get a decision. And it could be a denial, right? That's craziness. It's a long time to wait for somebody that has, a disability and waiting for some income, and they're no longer able to work at the capacity they once did. Yeah, that's rough, okay? So anyway, this will help a lot with those denials and, things like that. So this will be really good for SSDI and SSI claimants and people that are submitting those applications. Okay, so this is cool. Now, another thing too is they're going to be eliminating any job that has been started and stopped within a 30-day period of time. So that's really good as well. I mean, who's been there, right? I know I have. Probably more times than I want to admit right here on this live stream. But how many times have you started a job, you work there for 2 hours, and you're like, this blows, I'm done. You know what I mean? Again, maybe I'm the only one. I hope not, right? Okay, well, maybe I'm the only one, but maybe you've done that before, right? So maybe you work there longer than me. You work there for an hour, 5 hours a day, a week, 25 days, something like that. But they're going to no longer be taking these jobs into consideration. So any job that started and stopped within that 30-day time frame, they're no longer going to be taken into consideration for this. So again, this is going to be good as well because let's just say, for example, that they were still considering this. Let's say you worked at a job for 20 days. It was terrible. you could kind of do it. It was bad, and you're like, this is no way good. If the rule was not in place and they actually considered that, they could say, look, in the last 2 years, you did, this XYZ job over here that absolutely was terrible, but look, it's on your record here, and we could use this as a reason for denial, right? Not anymore, right? So this is really cool. So anyway, long story short, this is good. They're reforming SSI, SSDI, making it easier to get these benefits. And basically what it comes down to is this much. Not necessarily, making it so easy like anybody can apply for these benefits and get benefits tomorrow. No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not the case at all. Basically what it's doing is it's reducing the number of basically denials of benefits is what it comes down to. Again, nothing is guaranteed. I can't sit here and be like, well, tomorrow you're going to be approved. I don't know that. It's going to be different for everybody. My point is, it's making it easier. They're dropping the barriers for entry on this, which is making it great and giving more access to benefits for people that really, really need it. And rather than jumping through all the hurdles and the hoops and flaming balls of fire that you have to get through in order to get benefits, and then you realize, oh, all of this was for $300 a month. Yeah, that was really worth my time. You know what I mean? So anyway, this is really good. And again, they also indicated here, quick side note, by the way, when I'm done with this live stream here, it is not down there yet, but when I'm done with this live stream here in 20 minutes, I don't know, however long we sit here for, when I'm done with this, I will put the link for the press release down below in the description of this live stream, just like I did in yesterday's video, as well as I do with all the live streams. When I come out and I talk about a press release out of Social Security like this, or any video, I always stick the link down below in the description. It's not there yet, so just hold tight, but I have it pulled up right here on my phone, and it's right here on my phone. Anyway, so when I'm done with this, I will grab the link and I will stick it in the description so you can read it right from the Social Security website if you want to. You can see all the details that I'm talking about here in this video right in the press release that was released today, okay? So hold tight for that. Give me like 15 minutes after the live stream is done. It takes a little while for the video to finish uploading, and then I'll stick the link in the description right away, okay? So anyway, good stuff, okay? Now here's the thing as well. They've also indicated with these press releases, they have more to come. This is a series of changes they are making to the SSDI and SSI programs. It's good. This is really good, okay? They've already made some really good changes earlier this year as well when it comes down to back pay. Not back pay. Overpayment. Sorry. Overpayment is what I meant to say. When it comes down to overpayment, remember that one that I talked about right there as well? They can take up to 10% or $100 when it comes down to your benefit, okay? Again, I can talk about that in a separate video if you'd like me to, but that came out maybe... What did that come out? I think it came out in March or so. Yeah, I think it was maybe March. So what is that, like 3 months ago? Yeah, it came out in, I think, March. So anyway, that was a really big one as well. There's been other changes to SSI, a few of those in the last month or two. Really good stuff. A lot of really good things changes here for these beneficiaries. This is awesome, okay? This is really, really good. I would anticipate, considering we're about halfway through the year as we hold this live stream right now, I would say we've probably got about, I don't know, 6, 7, maybe 8 different changes so far out of Social Security. I would anticipate between now and the end of the year, I would not be surprised whatsoever if we see another 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 10 more changes out of Social Security. 10 might be a little bit optimistic, but I would not be shocked one bit if we see more and more changes coming out like this. They've already indicated more to come. This is awesome. This is great, right? So anyway, I'm going to jump into the chat now. I hope this kind of makes sense. I know. I totally recognize with you. This is confusing. I know that. This is why I like to jump on live streams and talk about this, because when this information comes out, fine. I can make a video. Totally fine. No problem at all. I make multiple videos a day. You know that. You see me in videos all day, right? What do? I'm glued to this chair, literally here all day, making videos, right? But my point is, I could easily make a video, but that does not give me the opportunity to jump into the chat box and talk with you live and answer questions live. So whatever I can do for you, I know it's confusing. I get it. I hope this helps you. So anyway, I'm going to jump into the chat now. We'll spend a little bit of time here. I'll answer questions. If I need to come back in another live stream or follow-up video, whatever it happens to be, just let me know, and I can certainly do that. Otherwise, make sure to stay tuned for the link into the description for the press release out of Social Security, talking about exactly what I'm covering here in this video, okay? It's not there yet. Give me a little bit of time after the live stream goes up. All right, let's jump into the chat and see what's going on. All right. Lori Wambolt. Hey, Lori, nice to have you here. Nice to see you again. It's been a little while. I hope you're doing well. Yeah. Greg, I see you there as well. Thanks for watching, Greg. Yeah, 670M blog, I think is the name there. Yeah, you're saying you got like maximum or you got maximum benefits a few years ago. It's been multiple years. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the case that's going on right now, right? People just keep falling behind and behind and behind, and it makes it even more difficult to make it up. Now, let me give you a really quick analogy, okay? You may not care about this whatsoever, but I'm just going to use this as a really good analogy, okay? Because a lot of people don't recognize this, but this is a really good thing, okay? Okay, this is going to be totally off topic, but just kind of roll with me on this. It'll make sense in just a second. Let's just say that you buy a stock, okay? I know, totally off topic, but it'll make sense here in just a second, okay? And this plays perfectly into fixed income benefits as well, as what I mean by falling behind and making very, very difficult to make up, okay? But here's what I'm saying. Let's just say that you buy a stock for $10, okay? You buy one share of a stock, $10. It falls by 50% down to $5 a share. That's not fun, right? You just lost $5 on that one share that you own. But how much does it need to go back up in order to reclaim your $10? $5, yes, but on a percentage basis, it needs to go up 100%. So you lost 50%, but it needs to go up 100% in order to get back to even. Do you see what I'm saying here? So it's like the tables are turned. Yes, you get what I'm saying about that? So the analogy that I'm trying to make here is that when it comes down to your fixed income benefit, yeah, you're behind. You might be behind 2% this year, 2% last year, 3% the next year, whatever it happens to be, but it's going to take significantly more than that to catch up, right? So it's not like you're only behind 2%. You're behind 2% plus a lot more because it's going to take a lot more work to actually, well, I shouldn't say work. It's going to take a lot more effort and a lot more bigger raises to actually get you back up to even. Kind of make sense with that? So I hope that analogy that I just gave you as far as like the stock analogy there, that's what it comes down to. That's rough, right? A lot of people don't realize that. They think, oh, if I lose $5, if I lose 50%, I just need to make 50% again to get my money back. False. That is not right? If you buy stock for $10, you lose 50%, so it goes down to $5. If you make 50%, you're only at $7.50. You're still down 25%. That is not even. That is a far cry from even, right? So anyway, I thought that might be a really good analogy to kind of explain that, but that's exactly what fixed income benefits are like. You fall behind, and then it takes a long time, if ever, to ever get caught back up, which is a really, really tough situation. The Tumblr Witch. Hey, nice to see you. It's been a little while. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, great to have you back, Tumblr Witch. Wow. Is it 670M blog? Yeah. You said incredibly tough here with gas at $7.20? I think that's what you're saying. Wow, where are you located? That is nuts, right? You got to get yourself a bike. I mean, seriously, right? That is nuts. No thanks. Not going to be driving a car anymore, right? Grab yourself a bike, a scooter, I don't know, something. That's crazy. Yeah, Johnny Collins says if John Wayne was here, he would know what to do. I love it. That's cool. Tebow Legacy, I think is the name. Hey, nice to have you here. I appreciate it. Yeah, nice to see you as well. Thank you. Oh, wow. Linda Fernandez saying 8 years to get your SSI benefit. Wow, that's crazy. 8 years. Imagine that. Well, I mean, you don't have to imagine that. You did it, right? That's 8 years. Imagine. I'm just saying, like 8 years is a ton of time. That is craziness. Wow. 8 years would take us back to 2016. What happened in 2016? I don't have a clue. No idea what happened in 2016. That was a long time ago. I have no idea. I'm just saying, this is a long time ago. Dexter West says, thanks for the information. Have a nice day. Hey, thanks, Dexter. I really appreciate it. Very nice of you. Deborah Chapman checking in, as always. Thanks, Deborah. So nice to see you. By the way, Deborah, the other night, it was like, I don't know, 10 p.m. or something. My mom texted me. I'm like, the hell is my mom texting me for, right? 10 p.m. No, Mom, if you're watching, I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying, like, it's always kind of alarming when your mom texts you at like 10 p.m., right? You're like, oh, like, is everything okay? You know what I mean? But anyway, my mom just watched, I think it was a live stream that I had on. It was a few days ago. And she's like, you have an admirer. And she was talking about Deborah Chapman. So pretty funny, right? My mom literally texted me about Deborah Chapman like 3 nights ago or something. I don't know. It was like 10 p.m. So funny. Teresa Dara. Yeah. Hello, Teresa. Good evening. By the way, if I pronounce your first name or last name wrong for anybody, I really apologize. I'm terrible with names. You probably know that right now. I have a really hard time pronouncing names unless they're, just like very, just like very common names. Yeah, I struggle. So sorry. Star Varish. Hey, hello. I see you there. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks, Star. Yeah, good question. So John Lekanka. So John, I apologize. I'm saying your last name wrong. You're saying anything about the marriage penalty? Nothing about the marriage penalty yet. Haven't seen a word about it. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know if they're going to do anything about it. Outside, I don't know if Social Security is going to do something about this. Okay, I just don't know. Okay, but I will keep you an eye. I'll keep you posted on that. If I see anything about it, you better believe I'm going to be on a live stream immediately because that is a big, big, big one. Okay, I mean, don't get me wrong. All of these other changes are great as well, but the marriage penalty, that's a rough one. If they get rid of that, I'm going to be like bouncing off the walls like, wow, look at me, I've got a great announcement, right? I mean, seriously, let's just be real. That's it. That's a major one for a lot of people. And yeah, I'll certainly keep you posted on that, John. So just, yeah, stay tuned. Again, no promises. I have no idea what they're going to do about it. I'm just being fair with you. If they do, I'll let you know immediately. Doug Baker is saying, are we getting more money on our Social Security checks 2025? Yes, kind of. We don't know yet. Doug Baker, it's way too early to know that. As of right now, the preliminary information is looking like right around a 3% raise, give or take a little bit. Again, that is just preliminary. It's speculation. It's a forecast. It's not official by any means whatsoever. But as soon as we roll over to July, then it's not official, but that's the data that they'll be using. Okay. So we still have a handful of months here until we get that announcement, but will we be getting more benefits in 2025 for Social Security? I would say most likely yes. How much? Depends on what the COLA is going to be. No idea what that's going to be quite yet, right? Could lawmakers pass something between now and then? They could. Not saying that they're going to, but I don't know if they will. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. I don't know. Again, we got to continue watching all this. That's why I'm watching it every day. Yep. Greg Kutzna. Sorry, I'm probably saying your last name really wrong. I'm sorry, Greg. Yeah, you said, hey, Matt. Thank you. I appreciate it, Greg. Thanks for being here. Sean K. Checking in from California. Thanks, Sean. Hope you're doing well. Nice to have you here. Yeah, that's awesome. California. Very nice. Yeah, Teresa, I see you there. Susan Ryan, I see you there as well. Thanks for watching, Susan. Nice to see you again. Yeah, Lori Wombolt checking in. Thank you. Yep. Robert, I'm not sure what Robert is asking. I'm not catching the question here. He's mentioning something about SSDI and SSI. Yes, you could get both of those benefits simultaneously. I'm not sure if that's what you're asking or not. I'm not sure if that's the question or if it's a statement or what, but yeah, you can. The maximum you can get between both of them is the maximum for SSI, 943. It's called concurrent claims. I have dedicated videos here on the channel talking about it. In fact, I think I have a dedicated video talking about this from maybe a week ago. I think Friday of last week or something like that. I talked about it, both concurrent claims. So I don't know. Check out that video. Yep. Angela Bridges checking in from Alabama. Hey, Angela. Awesome to have you here. Thank you. I appreciate it. Nice to see you, Angela. Thank you. Okay, so Sean K says, I haven't worked since 2016, 10 years ago. Wait, that's not 10 years ago. That's 2016 is 8 years ago. Yeah, but either way, it's, yeah, hope you're doing well, Sean. Um, Floyd. I'm probably saying your name wrong. I apologize. I think it's maybe like Floyd Blake Jr. Hey, I'm really sorry. I'm probably saying your name totally wrong. You're basically asking, hey, what about the people that have been receiving SSDI for the last 10 years? Anything for them? The rule that has been changed here, okay, this final rule here, I would say this much. It's mostly going to pertain to those people that are like having pending applications, pending, claims that have sent those in and waiting for approval, waiting for an award letter, or basically any future beneficiaries. I would say that's basically who it's going to impact the most as of right now, okay, according to this announcement anyway. However, there's plenty of other announcements they've come out with so far this year that do directly impact SSDI, SSI, current beneficiaries, and that have been beneficiaries for a while. So that kind of makes sense? Yeah. Donald, yeah, I see you there. Johnny Collins, I see you there as well. Thanks. 670M blog. I see your location. Hello from Guam. Okay, that explains the $7.20 gallon of gas. That's crazy, right? Okay. Yeah, before I said I wasn't sure where you were located, I was thinking maybe like Hawaii or something. I was thinking like, hey, what's a really expensive state, right? I was thinking like Hawaii or like San Francisco or something. But yeah, Guam, yeah, that explains it for sure. Patrica, I think it is, D. Bauer, saying, I have SSDI and SSI benefits at the same time. Did you know you can get both at the same time? Yes, I was actually just talking about that a second ago, and then I just saw this message here. Yep, it's called concurrent claims. You can do that. It is available for some people, not everybody. No. Latanya Smith, is our SSI going to be cut if we're living in subsidized housing? No, it's not going to, okay? In fact, this was just an announcement they made, I'm going to guess on the timeline, let's say, I don't know, a month and a half ago? Maybe a month ago. I don't know. I don't remember the exact timing on it. I had a live stream about it. I'm going to say about a month and a half ago, give or take a little bit. But no, not anymore. Okay, this is one of the new changes that they just implemented as well, is that they're basically not going to reduce SSI benefits because of subsidized housing. Okay, check out that live stream from about, again, a month and a half or so ago, give or take a little bit. I have no idea what the title of that video is. You'll kind of have to find it. I don't know. But I can always make a dedicated video for you again. If you want me to, I can certainly come back and talk about that again. I know that's another confusing one, but that's another great change they made to the SSI program. Tina's asking, why are you wearing a banana shirt? Literally because it was the next one in line in my closet. That's it, okay? So if you've been watching the videos here on the channel, I have like maybe 10 shirts. I don't know, give or take a little bit. I have like maybe 10 shirts or so. I have in my closet, and they're in a line, right? So each day I pop on a new shirt, or what I should say is each video I pop on a new shirt, and then when I get done with the video, I just hang my shirt back up, and then the next shirt in line is the next one for the next video, right? So I just go literally right down the line, and then when I get to the end of the line, I start back at the other side, and then I just go right through the line again. So yeah. That's what it comes down to. It's kind of funny. And then every so often, maybe every 2 weeks or so, I just completely mix up all the shirts because then it's in the same order. I don't want the same pattern all the time, right? So then I'll go through all my shirts and I'll mix them all up. I'll grab them and kind of mix them all everywhere and then just start the whole list over again. Yeah, that's what happens. Mike Johnson checking in from Washington. Hey, Mike, nice to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Mike, you've been around for a very long time. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, Teresa's saying I waited 5 months. Donald says 18 months. Yeah, a lot of people waiting for their benefits. All right, so I'm scrolled way up in the chat right now. I'm going to go right back down to the very bottom again to like the most recent messages here. We'll spend a few minutes and then I'll probably wrap this up relatively soon here. By the way, thanks for joining me. Really appreciate it. Again, I know a lot of these changes are very confusing. If you read the press release, not a conference, press release from Social Security, which I will put down in the description of this video here after it goes up. If you read that, it's confusing. You're probably going to be confused, okay? That's okay. Don't feel bad. If you read it and think, I have no idea what I just read, that's okay. Don't feel like, oh, this is really bad, I don't get it. That's why I talk through the details about this and why I jump on these live streams, so I can explain it in real time and then jump into the chat box and say, hey, I can do what I can to answer the questions for you, elaborate whatever I can. So does that kind of make sense? Right? I know there's so many different rule changes. There's so many different changes with these programs. It's nuts. Mo3 wants to be acknowledged, which, by the way, do you like my sand timers up there? I just got those. I'm super pumped about them. I love these things. They're glass, like real glass. They're super cool, right? I love those things. So they're really, really cool. I move them around all the time, but I wanted to stick them up there because I thought, let's put them all next to each other. I have a 60-minute, a 30-minute, and a 15-minute. So I don't know. I flip them over all the time. Super cool. I really like them. The coolest part about them, honestly, is that they're real glass. So they're not plastic junk. They're glass. I don't know. They're super cool. I think they're really cool anyway. I'm not even sure. The 15 minutes probably out by now. The 30-minute probably running out soon. I'm not sure how long I've been on here. But the 60, that's probably still going a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, Mo3 says, thanks, Matt. Yeah, you're welcome, Mo3. Yeah, you always come out. Hey, acknowledge me. Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah, Deborah Chapman, you like the sand timers? Those are cool, right? I like them. Bought them on Amazon. They're not as much as you would think. You'd think they'd be like $50, right? No, I think they were like $11 each or something. I'm like, yeah, I'll take 3, right? I was actually going to get a couple more because I just think they're so cool, right? Oh, yeah. 670M blog says 10. What did you say? 10? 10:40 a.m. Oh yeah, a.m. You're what's that line? That vertical line that goes through the Pacific Ocean? What's that thing called? International Date Line or something like that? I'm probably embarrassing myself right now. I don't know. What's the name of that? I think it is, right? Anyway, it's the line basically in the middle of the Pacific Ocean that determines the new day, right? That's where it goes. So yeah, you're coming to us from the future, right? Awesome. 670M blog is coming to us from the future. Hey, what are you seeing out there? And you got the winning lottery numbers? I mean, seriously, send them over. We'll win this sucker. We'll split the pot and we'll all live happily ever after. And we'll call it a day, right? No more making YouTube videos. Sounds good to me, right? So anyway, no, that's super cool. Yeah, you're in Guam, so you're like right by the that line. I'm gonna look that up again. I need to look. Is it like, man? Yeah. Sometimes I really embarrass myself in these videos because like I know the name of something, and then I'm like, I'm kind of drawing a blank on the name of that line. It's like the international date line or timeline or something like that. Whatever it is, yeah. Johnny checking in from Jackson, Tennessee. Nice. I see you there. Awesome. Johnny. Yeah, Johnny from Jackson, Tennessee. Awesome. Thanks for being here, Johnny. I appreciate it. Oh, wow. Rebecca's saying they've been taking her benefits because of an overpayment, and she says, I didn't get it. Rebecca, did you file an appeal? If you didn't file an appeal, you may want to look into that. I mean, seriously, they changed the rules on this overpayment business like 3 months ago, so you may want to look into that. I think it was March 26th. I could be wrong on the date by that, but I think it went into effect March 26th. I could be off by a few days there, but you may want to call on that. Seriously, just see what you can do. Even if they just reduce how much they take from you every month, that's gonna, lessen the blow a little bit. Yeah, Greg laughing. Thanks, Greg. I appreciate it. Mark Yonkers checking in from New York. Awesome. What's really cool? Oh, by the way, I don't know anything about New York, but there's a place in New York called the Yonkers or something, right? Your last name is the same, right? I could be totally wrong, Mark. I apologize if that's wrong, but I don't know anything about New York, but something about that sounds familiar. So yeah, that's awesome, Mark. Yeah, Venus Point, New York. That's very cool. I have no clue where that is, but it sounds nice. Anything that starts with Venus Point, I don't know. Sounds pretty cool to me, right, Mark? Yeah, that sounds awesome. But thank you. I appreciate it, and glad you like the banana shirt. Yeah, thank you. I like it too. Yeah, Trisha B says hello. Thanks, Trisha B. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Sienna Reese. Sienna Reese, I see you there. It looks like you're just joining, and you said any chance we can get like a recap on people that are just joining. Um, I mean, realistically, I could. It's kind of a long explanation. I'm just gonna be real with you, okay? The best thing I would say to do, watch the first like 10 minutes of this video, okay? You don't need to watch any more than that, okay? Maybe 10 minutes or so, give or take a little bit. I explained all the details there as far as what this is all about, the announcement that came out today. It's basically they're reducing the time frame in which they're going to be looking at past relevant work for new SSI and SSDI beneficiaries or applicants, claimants, right? So they're going to be reducing that from 15 years of past relevant work down to 5 years. And basically, they're not going to take into consideration any work that was started and completed within a 30-day period of time. In other words, opening up the floodgates, well, maybe not floodgates, that might be a little bit aggressive, but basically opening up the doors and allowing more people to get benefits faster and less denials is basically what that comes down to. Does that help? Sienna Reese, I hope that helps a little bit. But yeah, otherwise, if you want a better description than that, watch, like I said, maybe like the first 10 minutes of this video. You really don't need to watch any more than that. After that, I'd probably get into the chat box around that time frame, but probably the first 10, 12-ish minutes, I covered all the details. Yeah, Teresa, thank you. You also have a nice evening. I appreciate you being here. Thanks, Teresa. Yeah, Detroit 313, just saying hi. Hello, Detroit 313. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Yep. Doing great. Thanks you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. Johnny Harris says hello and good evening. Thanks, Johnny. Really appreciate it as well. Yeah, Mo3 says, thanks, Matt. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, Deborah Chapman. Okay, so I'm back up at the chat there. By the way, one quick side note for anybody that's also watching here. I found some other channel that is stealing all of my videos and reposting them on their own channel. So if you see another channel out there that has my videos posted on it, it is not me. I mean, the videos are mine. The person is stealing my videos and they're posting them on another channel. Okay, so that's not my channel. It's some guy who has nothing better to do with his time than to sit there and steal my content. So don't worry. Yeah, I'm going after him. Okay, that guy getting ya. Okay, so anyway, that guy. Yep. We're getting some action here. Okay, just gonna say that much. I'm not gonna say anything else. But I have a feeling that person's not gonna be around much longer. Just saying. So just be aware, this is the only channel that I have, okay? So it's the only place that I post content, right here on this one. Yeah, exactly. Deborah, you see it there? Yeah, exactly. So frustrating to see that stuff. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, thanks, Deborah. Exactly, you're 100% correct. That is not me, I mean, they're my videos. Yes, it's me in the videos, right? But it's not my channel, right? Yeah, somebody just stealing my videos. Michelle Thomas checking in from Kentucky. Awesome. Thanks, Michelle. Deborah Chapman waving 6 hands. Deborah Chapman waving her hands all around. Yeah. Greg Yergan. Ah, thank you. I appreciate it. That's nice. You gave the pronunciation of your name. Thank you, Greg Yergan. Did I get it? I hope so, right? Greg Yergan. Yergan. Okay. Yergan. Okay. Yep. I think I got it. Maybe. Hopefully. Georgia. I see you there, Greg. Thank you. Yeah, Mark Yonkers saying thanks for the shout out. Yeah, you're welcome, Mark. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for being here. Venus Point, New York. Got it, right? I'm memorizing where everybody's located. I promise I'm not a stalker. Really, I promise. Who's this? Elizabeth Cerna. Elizabeth Cerna checking in from Woodburn, Oregon. Woodburn, Oregon. Elizabeth Cerna. Hey, Elizabeth, quick little side note for you, okay? So what is today? Today is Wednesday, right? Today's Wednesday? Yeah, okay. Today's Wednesday. What was it? Maybe Monday? Yeah, I think it was Monday, okay? Elizabeth, just for you, check out the live stream that I posted, that I hosted, I should say, on Monday night. The title is something like $700. No, sorry, wrong. That's not the title. It's something like $750, like check for everyone in this state or something like that. Okay, it's a live stream from Monday night. It starts with $750. Elizabeth, watch that video. It's about your state and a new universal basic income program in the state of Oregon. Okay, watch that video. Just Elizabeth, because you're in that state. Watch that. It's very insightful. You'll be doing some voting later this year on it. Deborah Coleman checking in from Chicago. Thanks, Deborah. I appreciate it. Nice to have you here. Yeah, Elizabeth Cerna there. I see you there again. Thank you. Thank you. Sienna Reese says, yes, that does help. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Again, I hope that little synopsis gave you a little bit of insight, but again, it's just a lot to talk about. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, Sienna, thank you. Yeah, awesome. Shannon Stevens, I see you there. Hello, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Greg Yergan, yeah, you hit the wrong button. Don't worry, I do that all the time. Yep. Okay, Mark Yonkers says there's a town called Yonkers. Got it. Okay, that's awesome. For quite a while there, for maybe like a year. Well, I guess a year's not a long time, but like a year for, I don't know, quite a few years ago, every morning I'd wake up super early. Well, I still wake up super early, but the first thing I would do is I would turn on Bloomberg News and I would listen to like all kinds of stuff, and they'd talk about Yonkers all the time. Like, and I was like, what is this thing? You know what I mean? It's like, what is it? I don't know. Anyway, very interesting. So I like listening to that kind of stuff. Economic data, market news, stuff like that. Totally into that stuff. Love it. Yeah. Oh, okay. So Bobby is asking a question. Bobby, I apologize. I'm not sure how to pronounce your last name. Bobby has a good question. It looks like you need to resubmit. Maybe is that what you're saying? Resubmit your paperwork for disability. Okay, you need to resubmit your paperwork for disability. How long does it take to get some kind of decision or some type of reply? Oh, that's a good question. That is a trick question, okay? I really wish I had an answer for you. Unfortunately, Bobby, I cannot give you an answer on that. The reason being is I have no clue, okay? I have literally no clue. It could be a month and a half. It could be 6 months, 7 months. It could be a very long time, okay? My point is, it's going to be different for everybody. So for me to sit here and be like, yeah, you're going to get a letter in 2 weeks, I can't say that. I literally have no clue, okay? It could be a long time. The best thing you can do is literally just wait. That's literally it. That's the unfortunate part about it is just kind of waiting, okay? I know, it's frustrating. It's a really, really tough situation, but that's about all you can do, right? So I wish I had a better answer for you, Bobby. That's about all I have, okay? It's really frustrating. Sharon Marlena, maybe. Hello, I see you there. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Okay. Okay, so this person is telling me, shut up, Matt. It's all BS, BS, BS. So yeah, yep, yeah, okay. Obviously, you don't have any ability to listen, obviously. So I'm gonna go ahead and block you. So that's the first thing I'm gonna do, because I definitely don't want people like you around here that are acting like a fool. So yeah. Okay. So we'll get rid of that person. I mean, seriously, what about this is BS? I literally just talked about a press release from Social Security. Look it up. I talked about it. Okay, that's it. So, oh man. Trisha B is saying, "Can I get a shout out? My birthday is Saturday." Yeah. Hey, Trisha B, happy birthday on Saturday. North Carolina. So, North Carolina birthday's coming in on Saturday. That's awesome. Happy birthday, Trisha B. Yep, Rebecca Dawson. I see you there. All right, so let's leave it at that for now. This is probably getting kind of long here. But anyway, hope this helps you. Again, if you're just joining now, just watch the first 10, 12-ish minutes or so of this video. You'll get all the details you need to know about it. You really don't need to watch any longer than that. Once I get into the chat box, I mean, honestly, I'm just answering questions, giving people shout outs, stuff like that. I just enjoy hanging out with everybody, doing what I can to answer your questions in real time. But that's about it. 10, 12 minutes, whatever it happens to be in this video, that gives you all the details. So is that going to help? But otherwise, give me, I'm going to say 20 minutes. Give me 20, 25 minutes-ish, something like that. And then I will have the link down below in the description of this video for the press release out of Social Security. So that lady who's saying, shut up, Matt, that person who's saying that, read the press release. You'll see it right there from Social Security, okay? So anyway, if you want to read it, by all means, you can. I'll put the link there for you. You can read it all you want. And that's all I'm doing, just citing it and talking through the details about it, okay? Not that hard to figure out. So anyway, I hope this helps you. Again, please just enjoy your day. Have a nice evening. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't done so. Share the video, like the video. Leave a comment down below. That's about it. All right, so I'm going to unplug this button here, or it's called a microphone, actually. And I'm going to hit this finish button. And then I'm going to hit this end button. All right, so have a nice night. I'll catch you again later. See ya. All right.